right. This just in. Jack Kemp, longtime Republican congressman, one-time presidential candidate, self-described bleeding heart conservative and former NFL quarterback, has passed away tonight at the age of 73 after a long battle with cancer. Fox News contributor Mort Kondracki joins me now to remember the legend. Mort, thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, how are you doing? It's really sad. I mean,
isn't it sad? I think he was such an incredible
What a wonderful, wonderful human being Jack Kemp was. I mean, he was a giant physically. He had these huge hands, you know, a quarterback's hands, and he always wore a playoff ring. I'm not sure whether it was a Super Bowl ring or what it was, but it was a gigantic ring on a gigantic hand, and he was just a bear of a guy, but as wonderfully generous and outgoing and ebullient as anybody could ever be, and you know, his conservatism was a generous kind. He really did believe that that people could succeed by conservative means, by saving money, and he was not a small government guy either. I mean, he believed in government helping people. He was the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, which is a kind of a bleeding heart conservative place to be, or a bleeding heart cabinet office. You know, inner cities develop. He believed in enterprise zones, using the government and tax policy to incentivize development of underdeveloped areas and stuff. You know, he's most famous, I guess, for believing that we should go back to the gold standard, which obviously never happened, and he was a sort of a flat taxer for a while, but and he believed in lowering marginal interest rates, tax rates, as the way to boost enterprise and so on. But the whole purpose of his political career was to do good by people. He was not,
and he did. I think he will be remembered that way, as being someone who was compassionate, was generous with his colleagues, someone who could work well with others. And I think there's a lot of people in Washington could learn a lot from the example and the way that he lived his life. Mort, I want to thank you for joining us tonight, and our hearts and prayers go out to the family of Jack Kemp.
Sure thing.